Hello, welcome everyone. This is Shalini, and this is our day one of tapping live for fears and anxiety around coronavirus. So I'm going to take a few seconds for people to join in, and as you join in, please let us know where you're joining in from. Hi Mahima, so good to see you here. So I am in Bangkok, and it's Saturday night for me, and hi Pavan, my cousin from Germany is here. So we have India, Germany, and who knows, all those who are going to join in. So hey, good to see you. I don't know if you're all in this lockdown situation. I know some of my friends are. And wow. Hi, Virginia. Oh my God. Wow. So we have Washington, D.C., and Germany, and India, and Delhi. And yeah, it's so crazy right now. And I haven't done a Facebook Live in a long time, like almost a year. I've been writing my book, and I decided to do this. It was like on the spur of the moment. I was writing a chapter, one of the chapters in my book, one of the last few chapters, which is called What Now? And I was just, realizing that back 12 years ago, when I started doing EFT tapping, I thought I was in a miserable position because I was on bed rest and I had all this pain. Fast forward to 2018 and 19, I had arthritic pain, and it was all over the left side of my body. And I thought, oh my God, how did I get myself into this? And I used this tool again to free myself of every single pain in my body and move forward 2020. Who would have thought, oh my God, that we would live to see, this situation with all the technical advancements and medical advancements and all of that good stuff. We have countries in lockdown, universities are closed, restaurants are closed, and everything has really come to a close. And I thought, wow, these are really extraordinary times, and I should be doing my Facebook Live now. So here I am, and I'm so glad all of you who are joining. Hi Anuradha, welcome. And so my life has been a roller coaster, and Virginia here is aware of that. So my son was in New York City, and the university closed down after a lot of commotion and discussions, which kept us on our toes. Eventually the university closed down, and my son had visa issues, so he was stuck because the Thai embassy in New York closed down for a month, and then he had to go to DC and Virginia. He's with Virginia right now, and he's still stuck because we don't know what's going to happen. So that's my personal situation. I don't know what your unique situation is, and I know each one of us is going through all kinds of changes, and even if it's not directly impacting us, it's impacting someone in our lives, right? Our friends, our family, our children. And so I'm not sure where you are and what is going on specifically with you, but I thought for day one of tapping, we could we could tap on all these changes. There's like so much you can do with tapping, and I thought, why not just focus on all the changes that have happened in your life. For me, I work from home, so I'm fine, but my husband started working from home. My daughter's studying online every single day, and my son hasn't come back. So think about what extraordinary changes are you dealing with right now, right? And oh, hi Ali, long time no see. What are the changes that you are experiencing? Ali, I don't know if you're in Bangkok or France, right now, but I'm not sure what is your industry, your business, your family life, what kind of situations are you in right now? And I want to address that with the tapping, because change, even when we are in the midst of good change, like you're changing houses because you want to move, even that gets stressful. And this is a change that nobody wanted, nobody expected, and it's on us. So I want you to take a couple of minutes to just close your eyes and think about like where you are right now, in front of the screen on a Saturday night or Saturday morning, or wherever you are. Maybe it's morning in Germany and DC. And just on a scale of 0 to 10, how anxious do you feel right now? 10 is like, I'm really anxious, I'm really worried. And I know this, like every day we are being bombarded with new figures, new information, and things that were relevant yesterday are irrelevant today, or it's become worse today. So just take in all of that. Take this time to just tune into what's going on, and what do you feel where you are right now. And on a scale of 0 to 10, maybe you can put your number down here. How anxious or stressed do you feel? 10 is like, I'm really anxious, I'm really stressed. And 0 is like, I'm okay, I'm fine, I'm at peace. So why don't you take a moment to tune into that and just write down for me, so I know where you're at on a scale of 0 to 10. How are you doing right now? What are you feeling right now? So if you can, write down for me so that I can include it in the tapping, what your number is and what are you feeling. Are you feeling anxious? Are you feeling frustrated because you're stuck in your, you're confined and you can't get out? So I don't know what you're feeling. So if you write, I don't know if you're writing, and I can't see anything coming up on my screen right now. So just take a moment to do that. What's your number and what are you feeling? And for those of you who will be watching this on the replay, please feel free to make comments and leave comments and ask questions or whatever, and I will make sure that I get those answered. But for now, we'll begin tapping, okay? And I'm assuming that you are familiar with the tapping points and the basic process. And I put a link in here for basic tapping, how to know the tapping points and all of that good stuff. So if you haven't looked at it, do look at it, and let's begin tapping. Even though there's all this change going on right now in my life, around the world, and it's quite stressful, I'm just going to take this time right now to acknowledge all the feelings that I'm feeling. I don't want to run away from my feelings. I don't want to hide from my feelings. I'm going to acknowledge them. And I choose to love, forgive, and accept myself anyway. I am doing the best that I can given these circumstances. Even though there's so much change in my life personally, in my children's life, and people I know, and it all feels so stressful. I feel overwhelmed and anxious. And I'm glad I'm taking this time right now to acknowledge all that I'm feeling. And I want to remind myself that I'm doing the best that I can. We'll tap one more round. Even though there is so much change, and change is never fun, especially with these circumstances, these unusual, extraordinary circumstances that we are all a part of. I'm just going to choose to acknowledge all these feelings that are coming up right now. It's been overwhelming. And I love, forgive, and accept myself. I'm trying my best. Let's tap on the other points. All these changes in my life right now. Every day there is some new piece of information that looks worse than the past. New data, new statistics. Each day I'm being impacted in different ways, and it's not fun. I don't feel in control. I feel at the mercy of all the stuff that's going around me. And I don't know how to deal with all this data. Non-stop data. I just can't get away from it. It's everywhere. All the channels, all the media. There is no escaping it. And so I'm so overwhelmed, so anxious. And this pandemic is becoming a panic-demic. And that's natural too, given the extraordinary circumstances. And I know I have no control over the outside, but I know I can take care of me. And so I'm choosing to acknowledge all the stress, all the changes, all the stress that's coming from these changes. I can even feel it in my body. All the stress and anxiety across the globe. Never imagined that we'd be here one day. Crazy times. And we're right in the midst of it. And there's all this unknown. How the situation might change again tomorrow. What else will we find out? And my brain is in a knot. It's overstimulated. And I don't feel peace. I'm not feeling calm. So many questions, so many worries. What if I could release this and let it go? What if I don't need to hold on to it as I move from day to day? Just like I trash out my garbage. What if I can trash out or tap out the daily garbage and let it go? From my heart, from my mind, from my body, from my thoughts. All that I'm seeing, all that I'm listening to, all that I'm perceiving, receiving. What if I don't have to hold on to it? What if I can let it go? Who would I be if I didn't have all this mental, emotional trash? How would I function if I didn't carry all this heavy load every moment, moving forward. What would I do if I didn't have all this anxiety? What would I try? What might become possible for me, and what opportunities might come if I create space inside by letting go? Who knows? Who knows all the good that might flow into my life as I release and let go all these heavy thoughts and feelings. I prefer to let it go. I choose to feel safe. Letting this go doesn't mean that I'm not going to be careful, that I'm not going to not do the things that make me stay safe and secure. Letting go just means I refuse to carry all this crap around in my system, in my energy, in my thoughts, as I move moment to moment, day to day. I'm choosing peace instead. I'm choosing clarity. Because when there is no crappy stuff inside, I feel clear-minded, I feel clear-hearted, and I can make decisions better, and I can move forward with peace and clarity. I'm choosing peace and clarity. I prefer to release and let go. It's safe to let it go. I prefer to let it go. Take a deep breath. And what I like to do is just put your hand on your heart and just feel your system calming down. And just notice where you are at right now with all the changes in your life, changes in your family life, changes in your work life. And notice how are you feeling right now on a scale of 0 to 10. If you were a 6, what's your number right now? And what's coming up for you? Sometimes when you tap, like specific things start popping up. And if that's happening, then we need to tap more. But what's coming up for you? I see 4, 5 people online right now. So what's your number and what's coming up for you? One of the other things that I was thinking we could tap about was, all the loved ones around the world, right? Everybody is in this place of stress because of, we all have family around and we worry about them. But let me see the comments. Mahima said, Virginia said it went from 6 to 4, and Mahima said it's at a 4. Mahima, do you know what that 4 is? Like, do you feel, even Virginia, like what is that 4 about? Is it the unknown about the future? So when you get in tapping, when you see a shift and there's still some intensity, you want to ask yourself, what's this 4 about? Is it about work? Is it about, oh my God, I can't get to work and I don't know, it's finances and I don't know what's going on with the 4. So I would question and say, what's going on and what is that 4 feeling all about? Is it about fear about the future? Is it about work? Is it about, family? What is that about? Okay, let's just tap a second round, and if you can write down what the 4 is about, that will be great. But we'll just do a second round of tapping because there is still some intensity, right? And notice also if there's if you can feel this in your body somewhere, right? Can you feel, what is that for feeling? And do you feel it like in your throat, in your chest, in your shoulders? Where do you feel it? Because that's where it's lodged. So pay attention to that. And if you can write down, if you feel some symptom in your body, write it down. I feel it in my shoulders. I feel it in my chest. I feel it in my stomach. Maybe the muscles are tight, right? So let's do one more round of tapping. Tune in. Even though I still have all this fear and worry and anxiety, even though it's less, I still have some of it. And I'm not sure what it's about. Maybe it's about work. Maybe it's about my family. Maybe it's the fear of the unknown. What the heck is going to happen now? How and when are things going to go back to normal? It's kind of living in this pool of the unknown, and maybe it's about feeling out of control. Even though I still have all this fear and anxiety right now, I'm choosing to acknowledge how I'm feeling, and I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. Tap along. This remaining anxiety right now. This remaining 4. I don't feel at peace. I still don't feel at ease. All these changes at work, all these changes in my daily life, all these changes in my friends' life, in my family's life, in my loved ones' lives. I'm still holding on. It's hard to be calm. It's hard to relax in these times. It's hard to just feel at peace. Nothing outside feels peaceful right now. Nothing outside is giving me a sense of safety and security. All the stuff I'm reading in the news, all the stuff I'm discovering every day, how do you expect me to be at peace? I don't feel peace right now. It's hard to feel peace right now. And even though there's so many things going on at the same time, I know that what's happening inside of me, I do have a choice to release and clear it. And whatever I'm still holding on to, in these circumstances, I know the more clear-minded I feel, the better it is. Because holding on to worry, doubt, fear, panic is lowering my immunity. All these negative feelings are creating dis-ease in my system. All this friction in my energy is not helping stay my healthiest. It's depleting my immunity. And I really want to stay healthy, especially during this time. I want my immunity to be at its best. And that's the only way I can help myself and anyone else. And so I'm choosing to release and let go. All the crappy feelings I've collected over the last few weeks, even today, because I deserve better, because I deserve peace, because I deserve to stay healthy so I can be my best and help others too. And worrying isn't helping. So I'm choosing peace instead. I'm feeling safe, letting go all these feelings that I've been holding on to. And I'm allowing myself to return to peace, to return to ease. I choose peace right now. Just put a hand on your heart and take a couple of deep breaths in. And notice as you're sitting here right now and all the data that you've been fed or you've bumped into, all the changes, and what's going on with you right now on a scale of 0 to 10. What's your stress level right now? What's your anxiety level right now? Just tune in and type it up. What's your number right now? So we've done, while you type up, probably overwhelmed, throat, chest, okay? Yep, elders, I didn't see all this. So Virginia is saying, fear of future, especially for elderly relatives, hard to focus. Yeah. Have things to work for, and I'm procrastinating. Oh my God, I have a book I'm writing, and you have no idea how much I've been tapping just to stay focused and keep going. It's so hard to stay focused. Maybe we can do some tapping about staying focused right now. Okay. So Mahima says it's gone to a 2. Virginia 1 or 2 also. And is it still overwhelmed, Mahima? And for you, it's what is it for you? What are you feeling? It's better. It's a 2, but is it about work? Is it about focus? Maybe we can do one last round. Okay. Focus. Oh my God. Even though it's so hard to focus on anything right now other than coronavirus, I choose to acknowledge that this is an extraordinary circumstance, and I choose to do my best, and it's all I can do right now. And that's okay. Even though it's hard to focus, with all these worries about the elders in our lives, the loved ones in our lives, if they're okay, if they're going to move through this safe, healthy, it's so hard to focus on anything else but the news and the data and the statistics. And then to beat yourself up for not staying focused on what you could do. I choose to love, forgive, and accept myself. Truly, I am trying my best. And these are no ordinary circumstances. Tapping through the points. These are not ordinary circumstances that we are in right now. The stuff that we are listening to, the stuff that we are seeing, all across the globe. What if I don't need to beat myself up for not staying so focused? You'd have to be living on another planet to not be touched by all that's going on. Every single day, the situation changes. It's really hard to stay focused on things I want to get done. Yep, I end up wasting time going through the Facebook feed, and then I beat myself up for wasting time while I could have done something constructive. And it's okay. I have to remind myself we are in the midst of a global crisis, and it's hard to stay focused on anything else, on being productive, on being effective, on being, on task. I'm just going to do my best, and that's good enough. I'm just going to do what I can, and that's good enough. I'm just going to do what I can do right now. And I'm going to be at peace with whatever I get done. I choose to calm down. I choose to relax. I'm not just the crazy one out here. It's crazy times. And the crazy has rubbed on me too. What if I could relax? It's not the end of the world if I can't focus. What if it's okay? I choose to be kinder to myself. I choose to be more understanding. And I just choose to do my best, given the circumstances. And that's good enough. It's got to be good enough. I'm choosing to relax and feel at peace. Take a deep breath. Take a couple of deep breaths and just notice what you are feeling right now, with the circumstances, with loved ones, with the changes and the data and all of that. Where are you right now? On a scale of 0 to 10, we've been moving down, thankfully. And for those of us who are going to be tapping with the replay, please do comment and write down what you are feeling and what were your numbers. So, oh, hi Tini. I see Tini is here as well. Hi Jyoti. Veena, hi. And my family is here. And so what's number at right now? Far less stressed. Maima is saying much better. More about focus. And the thing is, that once this video is done, you can come back and tap along with it if you still feel this issue with focus and stuff. But what I want to say is I'm glad you guys are feeling better. I don't know who else joined in. Hi Munira. We've just done a bunch of tapping. So if you've just joined, please, I'd love for you to go through the video and tap along. But okay, so Virginia is saying she's at a 0, 1, and Mahima is saying it's almost gone, and I'm glad. And one of the things that I listen a lot to Sadhguru. I don't know if you guys, but he always talks about that we have the two like two things which are the most important things in our lives. One is time and one is energy, right? And time is ticking away. Like you can't do anything with time. It's just ticking away. But the other thing is your energy. And that is something you can do something about. And for me, tapping is like conserving my energy. It's like you know, my husband was talking about a product that they've discovered, and it's for crude oil tanks. So you know, in crude oil tanks, sludge collects over time, and so they've discovered this product which dissolves the sludge and recycles it into crude oil, and you know, you can use it again. And for me, tapping is like that. It's like all the stuck energy, the sludge energy, gets cleared out, and then you have access to all this energy again that you can use and be effective and productive, and you know, stay in flow. So thank you for joining in. I'm so glad that you know, it's helped you, and we will be doing tapping again, not tomorrow, right? We'll be doing it on Monday night. So I hope you can join me, and please feel free to comment and leave you know, how this experience was for you. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I will be sure to address them. If you have any specific things you want me to address, we can do it in the next tapping session, which will be, I think, Monday. I don't know what the date is. I've put up the links. But thank you so much for joining. I am so glad that we got to do this together, and that we get to stay connected and move together, and who knows what new changes come up. But now you have a tapping for changes, and you can use that over and over, and it's going to be here, so you can keep coming back to it. So thank you guys. I'm going to take leave now, and stay safe, keep tapping, stay at peace, and you know, you're doing the best that you can. So thank you for joining. Namaste. We don't have to shake hands. And I will see you on Monday night. Bye guys.